Today is the release for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But the problem is the movie isn't until later tonight, so I thought it would be fun to go on a bit of a pop hunt or just like a Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse hunt to see what I could find that's new. Toys R Us, and I feel like this is a great place to come because they don't just have cool Funko Pops, they probably have a bunch of other Spider-Man stuff too. Like the Marvel Legends as well as Lego, so let's go check it all out. All right, so we've made it to this section and it seems like they do have some new stuff, and the ones that we're looking for, aha, these Spider-Man ones are just over here. And it looks like we've got Spider-Bite, Spider-Woman, The Spot, we've also got Medieval Vulture, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 2099 Spider-Man, and Spider-Man India, which I believe is every single one of them from the new set. Yeah, it is. And I understand that there are a couple exclusives that they don't have here because of course they're not exclusive to Toys R Us, but it's still really cool to see pretty much the entire common set. And now really quickly before we move on to the next section, I want to do a scan to see if there's any other Spider-Man figures. And I guess over here they do have some from No Way Home like MJ, as well as there's Doctor Strange, then we've got Electro and Green Goblin, but it doesn't look like any versions of the actual man himself. Oh, and then also guys, we've got the Marvel Legends over here. Now the question is, do they have any from the new Spider-Man movie? They do! Okay, check this one out. It is Cyborg Spider-Woman. Interesting. Also, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I'm noticing at the bottom there it says part 1? But then besides that, I'm seeing like some other ones we've got down here, like some Iron Man, Loki, and I think that might be the only one from the newer Spider-Man. I'm not seeing any other ones, but they do have this, I guess, the Miles Morales diecast figure, which I'm not sure if it goes with the new one, but it is newer. I think it's the first time I've ever seen it here, so probably. And now we might as well go and check out the Lego as well. I just know there isn't any Across the Spider-Verse sets, but there'll probably be some Spider-Man things. And so here is the Spider-Man stuff, and I guess they do have a Miles Morales. It's just not exactly from the new movie. And they also have Spider-Man, and then I noticed over here we have some other Spider-Man sets, as well as some of the Amazing Friends ones. It's the kids show, but they still have some really cool minifigures inside, like there's a Miles one there, and then ooh, over here take a look at this guy's a No Way Home set. Definitely some interesting stuff. And then I thought there was a bigger set down here as well. I guess this one from the Amazing Friends set is a little bit bigger, but I think that's about it for Spider-Man. But hey, it was still a good idea to check because you can pick up a Miles Morales if you are at the store. And then I remember that there is a Marvel section a little farther back, as well as some Hot Wheels cars, and they might have something, you never know. And it looks like we have, we have some of them here, and this one also says part 1 on the top, but we've got The Spot, and then it looks like we also have a Miles Morales. I'm kind of debating on getting something that isn't a pop today because we do already have most of those. I just don't know what yet. Oh, hold on. They've got some of the Nerf guns. Oh, but you know what, guys? This is kind of like a web slinger, not an actual like Nerf blaster. I'm probably not going to get it, but it is really cool to see. And then they also have the Spider-Gwen one up here, as well as some other Spider-Man stuff like the Spider-Mobile. And then down here, we have an entire set of action figures. Then, like I said, there is the Hot Wheels section where they might have some Marvel ones because they do have some of the 100th anniversary stuff, as well as Star Wars, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and some like retro ones, the Batman, but I don't know if I'm seeing Spider-Man. They do have some new ones here, but yeah, not much. I figured we might as well try. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that was my cheapest trip to Toys R Us because I already have all of the Pops for the movie. But it was fun seeing a lot of the other Miles Morales as well as Spider-Man stuff, and I guess since we've already got them, let's take a look at every single one of the figures I've got in the collection so far. Because I don't know if you know, but there are a couple others that I'm missing, and it's mostly exclusives like the metallic Spider-Man India, as well as the Amazon exclusive collector's box, stuff like that. And because of the amount of figures they have, we're going to go through these kind of quickly because now, if I'm going to be honest, we don't have much time until the movie. And so over here we have the Miles Morales, just kind of like him, the only exclusive one that I have in the collection so far for this line, and it is him just kind of wearing a normal outfit. And then we also have the villain of the movie, The Spot, a really interesting one, especially because he does have The Spot behind him, and just in general, he's a bit of a weird character. Because if I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about him besides the fact that he's got a bunch of holes. It'll be really cool to see him throughout the film. Then we have Medieval Vulture, and I'm guessing because this is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, there's going to be some sort of like medieval verse? I guess we'll find out again. Then we also have Spider-Bite, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman. We've also got, of course, Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is honestly a super clean figure, and I like the way they kind of did his suit where it's like a bunch of bumps on it to make it look like it's mesh. And then we also have Spider-Man 2099 as well as Spider-Man India, and I really am curious to see what this is going to look like because I saw in the trailer trailer, them joking about chai tea and how chai is already tea, so it's like you're saying TT. So I'm guessing we do go to Spider-Man India's universe. And honestly, I think out of all of these ones here, if I had to pick a favorite, just because we have so many of them here, why not? I'm gonna either go Spider-Man 2099 or for some reason Spider-Bite. I'm really enjoying this one. There's just something about the way they did her I think looks really clean, and also with her arms being kind of translucent, I like that a lot. And so anyways, everybody, with that being said, we've got to get going to the movie theater because it's about to start. Or well, we've got a little bit of time, but I should get going. And just like that, everybody, we've made it to the theater, so let's watch Spider-Man.
Miles! Wanna get out of here?
Oh! When? So wait a minute. There's an elite crew with all the best spider people in it?
Who's the new guy?
This is unbelievable.
Look, everybody, I'm just gonna say it, that movie was amazing. And also, I'm not gonna be talking about many spoilers, but there is gonna be some small stuff, so if you don't wanna hear it, I recommend tuning out now. And if you are gonna leave, thanks so much for watching up to this point, but you should also come back once you've already seen the movie so we can chat about this together. Because this was honestly one of my favorite movies that I think I've done a review on, just because of how much is going on, and I also really enjoyed all of these Spider-Man cameos. And actually, speaking of Spider-Man cameos, I have this box here that just arrived recently. I believe it was yesterday, and I thought we would save it till after because he's not really a spoiler, but it is a fun one that I wanted to do with you guys. And the pop that I'm talking about is, oh wow, yeah, this is great, Spider-Punk. He was exclusive to the Funko shop, and he just arrived in time for this review, which I thought was perfect, and I really did enjoy him throughout the film, and I kind of hope they do another version of him in the future. Because if you've seen the movie, he changes colors a bunch of times. A grayscale one would be really cool, or maybe like a blacklight one would make total sense. I also heard that it took 2 or 3 years to animate Spider-Punk, and it really does make sense with how he looked in the film, and this is just such an amazing pop. Like, seriously, a crazy one. And also, the amount of detail on this is also amazing, and I really do like how he's got the belt going down, he's jumping, and then if you look on the backside here, he's got his entire guitar there. And now, because I am a Funko guy, I of course want to talk about other Funko Pops that I would like to see from this film, and there definitely is a few of them. Because like I just said, the Spider-Punk is definitely one, but then I also have 2 here that I think would kind of make sense if they had variants. Because with Spider-Bite, I felt like they were a little more computery than the actual Funko Pop show, so I kind of wish they did something like the Facet figures or the Pokemon ones that you can find on the Pokemon Center, where it kind of has this shine to them. It's a little bit purpley, and I think that would have been perfect for this figure because it would make her look more like she's in the computer, you know? And then the other one that I had was actually for Spider-Man 2099, of course, because that's why I grabbed him, but I think an unmasked version of him would be perfect. I just feel like they didn't want to unmask him because maybe it would be considered like a spoiler figure. And so I'm guessing a lot of the ones that I'm talking about, and maybe not this one, but a lot of the characters that I want to see happen for the film are ones that are technically spoilers, so it makes sense why they haven't made them yet. And speaking of spoiler characters, let me name a couple that I think would be really cool. Peter B. Parker, Spider-Rex, Peter Parker. That one seriously was a funny one. At first I thought it was Spider-Buggy, but no, that's a person. Lego Spider-Man, Spider-Man Canada, and then Miles Morales Prowler. I know, it's a lot of characters, but I also think what they could do is maybe something similar to Far From Home, or the way they've done the 8-packs in the past. They could do just a buttload of different Spider-Man variants. Also, I do think it would be kind of cool if they did a Scarlet Spider, because he was kind of big towards the end of the film. I mean, he showed up a little bit more than the rest of them. Like, probably around the same amount as, say, Spider-Bite, or maybe a little bit less than that, but still, it wasn't that far off. And so anyways, with that being said, I do want to hear what you guys thought of the movie in the comments, as well as a Funko Pop that you would like to see from this film as well, because I'm sure there is a lot of Spider-Man variants I missed. Also, one that I was looking for the entire time was a Spider-Man Funko Pop, and I feel like if you see one with a bigger head, let me know. It's gotta be that, right? Because we got Lego, I don't see why not. Also, ooh, the PS4 Spider-Man and Donald Glover. See, I just keep thinking of them. But anyways, that is pretty much everything for today. I hope you guys did enjoy this review, and I'll see you tomorrow.